Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the rings, the first two participants of WarGames. First, wearing black and blue from the Jersey Shore. He's the team captain of Team WCW, the master of the Diamond Cutter, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page.
Knowing what type of athlete Page is, he would have it no other way but to start. I'm sure he'd love that drawing that happened earlier in the day.
Well, he's ready. He's always ready. This is a big one. He knows a lifetime opportunity rests on this match. If he can get a win, he's going to the big top.
What an incredible array of talent assembled for the WarGames.
The best ever.
6 of the 9 wrestlers, world's heavyweight champions, and 22 world's title reigns among those 6 wrestlers. You know, the Wolfpac has the most experienced team, led by Sting. Kevin Nash and Hollywood Hogan are unbeaten in their previous WarGames appearances, and the least experienced team is Team WCW, because neither Rowdy Piper, Diamond Dallas Page, or the Warrior have ever been in a WarGames event.
Piper, the man that our man here at Bobby the Brain says will win this thing. Of course, he's a fighter.
He said it from the beginning. There are no friends in this. Don't they get it? That's what made me go that direction. I've never been wrong.
There you go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the second of our 2 combatants, representing nWo Hollywood, wearing black with pink, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He calls himself the best there is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. He is Bret Hitman Hart.
He gets around to booze, but I think it was abundantly clear the other night, Bret Hart came to the aid of Lex Luger on Thursday night and proved himself. Been another little story kind of added into these proceedings, and that is the one that we discussed on WCW Saturday night. Just yesterday, Mike, today, when it was announced that tomorrow night on WCW Monday Nitro, that Goldberg will square off against Sting one-on-one.
That was a shocker.
What a huge announcement that was, that Goldberg is going to put the win streak on the line tomorrow night against Sting.
And how does that factor into Sting's determination here, or does it? Sting's always been very determined. I just wonder how that all comes into play. That's a question as the bell sounds and the 5-minute period is up and running here.
I don't think there's a day in Sting's life when he's not determined. And I think he wants to be the man that causes Goldberg his first defeat.
He'll get that chance tomorrow, and he also could be the man that prevails here tonight. And if that's the case, he would face him again on October 25th. So here we go, Bret Hart, Diamond Dallas Page for 5 minutes.
If I was Diamond Dallas, I would do everything. I would go to my bread and butter. I would go to what got me to the dance. I would try to get Bret Hart in a position where I could get that diamond cutter on him real quick.
Do it quick, that's right, before everybody else, because,
that's right.
You know, it's just by the sheer numbers, it's obvious. The more that come in, the less advantage it gives DDP and Bret Hart. These guys have the definite advantage. But after that, well, especially if all 9 finally get in before a pinfall or submission, then no one really has a numbers advantage at all. Now into the ropes.
And in a match
trying to get the win, one.
Yep.
Couldn't
in a match like this with 6 ex-world heavyweight champions in it. And what's at stake here? It's going to be mostly luck. Whoever wins this is going to be lucky.
Well, lucky, or maybe there's some sort of strategy.
Now with that kind of talent in there.
Page.
The best there is in this.
Just planted him with the belly-to-belly.
Trying again to get the win, but couldn't hold him down.
The 9 best men in this sport are in that ring.
Yes, they are.
Oh, he went for the diamond cutter. That's how important that world's title shot is to everyone involved in this. Oh, that'll equalize it. Hart drops down. Page makes contact with the top turnbuckle.
Another thing you may notice is that no other team members, no other athlete is standing out beside the cage like they've done for the last many years. There's a DDT. They're all in the back for
3
random
minutes
drawing.
remain in the time period. 3 minutes.
Less than 3 minutes, dummy.
They're all back for the random drawing, and they'll come out individually.
And remember, that's going to be a random team order from that point on. We'll wonder which wrestler is going to come out to represent that particular team.
Bret Hart with a choke, and you heard David Pinzer. We are under 3 minutes, approaching 2.5, maybe 2 minutes. So if Bret Hart wants to try to win, if Bret Hart maybe wants to try to get a sharpshooter on, he needs to get it done quickly.
That's why a manager is so important at ringside. He can tell his man the time. He knows how much time has expired. He knows how much time is left. When you're in that ring, it's very hard to pace yourself when it comes to time. That's why a manager is so good out there.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll find out, Mike, we and Brain, we all know this. We hear ring announcements. We hear how much time remaining.
You don't hear it in the ring.
You don't hear it in the ring at all.
You never hear it.
Wrestlers will tell you that. We're up to the 2-minute mark. Here's the announcement, I'm sure.
2 minutes remain in this time period. 2 minutes.
You know what you hear in the ring? You never hear Weasel. You never hear Goldberg. You just hear a roar. It's really hard to concentrate on anything when you're concentrating on your opponent.
All right, let's see now. Bret Hart can get this going. Bret Hart picks up Page, and a backbreaker nicely done. Working on the back. Could be the setup. Could be the setup. Yep, here it comes. Nope, not yet.
But those are moves that lead to that finishing hold of Bret Hart.
See, but he doesn't know he's on the clock now. He is on the clock.
This is the former U.S. champ in Diamond Dallas Page against the reigning United States title holder in Bret Hart. But I think Hart's acknowledged goal is to get the world's heavyweight title belt. That belt has eluded him here in WCW. Tonight he has his chance to accomplish that goal.
And we're coming up on a minute, I bet.
Yep.
Pretty close.
That's everybody's goal, as a matter of fact. 8 other men have the same goal. And in a few moments, you know, and I said earlier, may be wrong, as there's
1
a minute mark.
minute remaining in this time period.
Here we go. Keep that on the screen. Keep that number there.
Are you directing now? Here's a 1, 2. Only a 2 count.
Okay, go wide.
Shut up. Again, back to the attack. Bret Hart inside cradle, nicely done, but couldn't hold it down. There you see in the far side, ring number 1, you see the time
30
clock.
seconds remain.
Time clock on the giant screen, and Charles Robinson in the ring. In the years past, the referees have not been in the ring. The referees have been on the outside, but they put them in this year because they've got to weed through all 9 men to see if someone can make a pin. It's going to be very
15
difficult for the
seconds.
referees as well.
Yeah, you're going to need more than one set of
10,
eyes.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So another man's going to enter, and it's a random drawing, so we're as surprised as you are, and it's Stevie Ray.
Coming to the ring at this time from nWo Hollywood, team member Stevie Ray.
Tell you, Hollywood Hogan's very smart. The drawing was for the team. So Hogan, once his team got the draw, sent Stevie Ray in to do his bidding there. How about that? And Stevie Ray immediately goes to DDP. Just stomping away on Page.
Less than a minute and a half remaining.
Stevie Ray could get a pinfall here within a minute and a half.
He's not going for it, though. He's just pounding.
Yep. He has an abbreviated time, not 5 minutes. You're right. If he wants to try to win it before more men get in, he should try to make a cover here.
Now, Bret Hart's best bet right now is to back off. Let Stevie Ray beat on the guy. Get your energy level back.
1 minute remaining in this time period.
Oh, you're right. Stevie Ray not attempting any type of pin or submission hold here. He goes down, both he and Bret Hart have been working together as a tandem momentarily. Both go down.
They have rung the bell of Stevie Ray.
Stevie Ray goes for the pinfall, though. Well, no, he doesn't.
He didn't.
What was that?
He didn't cover him. He's just trying to chokehold. The referee was down in position to try to make a count, but he didn't even try to.
30 seconds.
Didn't even try to win here, and this would be a golden opportunity, I think. But Stevie Ray said, no, I guess he has other plans.
I wonder if that's on instructions from Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah, it seems like he's only...
15 seconds
Don't
remaining.
judge before we get all
It
the
seems
facts.
like he's just trying to stop DDP from winning,
10,
other than winning
9,
himself is what it seems
8,
like.
7, 6, 5,
being manipulated.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Who will it be? Sting!
Representing the Wolfpac, Sting!
Stevie Ray meets him. Stevie Ray met him at the door. He was poised. Stevie Ray is there almost like a mercenary. But Sting is going nuts. There goes Sting.
He leaped from one ring to the other. What a variation of the Stinger splash that was.
Bret Hart and DDP still wailing at each other in the other corner.
To the side of the face. As we approach the 1 minute mark to where they'll bring in another team member.
1 minute remaining.
Bret Hart.
Coming on
Sting.
30 seconds.
You're not kidding. Sting grabs Stevie Ray.
Stevie Ray's in no man's land out on the ring apron between the steel cage and the ropes.
He's in parts unknown.
Just rocking the head back.
30 seconds in this period.
And as we are in the waning moments of this period, you have to wonder, when you get involved in this match, you know, would it be easier to get a pinfall or easier to get a submission hold to win the match?
It'd be easier to be home watching it.
15 seconds.
I agree with that, but I think based on that, it would be easier
10,
to get a pinfall.
9,
you can do that quickly.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Who will it be? Who will it be?
Oh my goodness! A wild
Team
man's loose!
WCW represented by Roddy Piper.
Piper's going in, screaming as he runs. And he's going to hit the first man he sees, and then hit the next one.
Fastest hands.
And even Page, because it's every man for himself. Remember that.
He's my pick.
You're right, Brandon. He's looking darn good now. He's a fighter.
Look, he don't care who it is. He's going to hit everybody in that ring.
He's got Stevie Ray.
Hitting him doesn't do any good, so I'll bite his ears off.
Wow, that's what's going on. 5 men are in the ring. We got 4 more to go. And you can see how dangerous this match is by the sheer numbers. The carnage that happens. You never know when you're going to get blindsided. That's why a submission hold is
1
very
minute
tough.
in this period.
To put a submission hold on, you got to turn your attention away from everybody else. And it can take quite a while. A pinfall, 1, 2, 3, it's over, you're gone.
Team members.
Yeah, forget about that.
Piper was right. They don't get it.
Piper to the eyes, waiting for Page, turn around, and he nails it in the jaw. Meanwhile, someone looking like Stevie Ray getting stomped by Sting, but
30 seconds.
The rings. Going for the ear of Sting. And now Bret Hart shuts off Piper. Page tumbles all the way to ring number 2.
15 seconds remain.
Actually, back in the ring number 1.
Just bodies flying everywhere.
10, 9,
will it be
8,
now?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's Luger. Of the
The total
Wolfpac.
package, Lex Luger.
Take your time getting to the ring. The more time you spend on the floor, the more they hammer each other in there. It's better for you. This is all psychological.
3 men remain on the outside, being Nash, Hogan, and Warrior.
Bret kind of gave some kind of a high sign to Luger.
I believe you're right, Brain.
But you can't work as a tandem. You can't work as a team. You got to just be Focus on yourself.
I often said I thought if any trio could work as a team, it would be the Wolfpac. Be interesting to see what plays out here, what goes down. Maybe we'll see members turn on each other.
How about that? Luger just hit Bret Hart, the man that came to save him last Thursday on Thunder.
It's every man for himself.
And look at him pounding Roddy Piper.
1 minute in this period.
No one has really used the cage to their advantage here. That often happens when they wear opponents down.
Piper's got the sleeper on Luger.
But Luger picks him up and straddles him now. And, actually dumps him on the apron.
So much going on, it's hard to see everything.
And it's very tough for us, tough for the referees.
30 seconds remain.
Thank you, Brain. You sound like you're talking there. Oh!
Thanks for the compliment.
Splat in ring number 1 went Sting that time, or was it Page?
Piper's got the sleeper on Stevie Ray.
15 seconds. 10,
Jawbreaker.
9, 8,
And the countdown
7,
goes on.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Open the chute and bring out the next bull.
It's big, sexy.
And that was Big Sexy for the Wolfpac, Kevin Nash.
Wolfpac in the house.
The big man in the house, and watch out. The advantage always for the fresh man. 6 men have been wailing away. 2 of them now for a good amount of time. So the advantage would go to the fresh man, so it would be very obvious, logical, that this would be Kevin Nash's chance to win. And he's going.
Hogan's out.
He's out.
It's not his time. There's a minute 20 left on the clock.
That's right, it's not his time to be out.
And who knows, is he even next?
But he's in.
He's in him. He's behind Nash.
Hollywood is in. And how do you stop him?
Wait a minute.
Look, he directs Stevie Ray. They both walk over together.
He's got a slapjack in his
Luger
hand.
has the torture rack on Hart, but oh, he just nailed him with nails. Oh, that Sting he hit.
He's got a slapjack in his hand. That's how he's hitting everybody with one punch and knocking them out.
And Stevie Ray cuts him from behind. There's some teamwork with Hogan and Stevie Ray.
Looks like Stevie Ray doesn't really want to win it. He wants to keep everything for Hogan.
Well, that's abundantly clear here. I mean, this was startling. Hogan, if in fact he was the next man, should not even come in for another 20 seconds.
But Hogan has knocked everybody out with that lead slapjack.
In the midst of Sting's Scorpion Deathlock and the torture rack by Lex, only 2 men are standing here. Hogan and Stevie Ray.
Well, now we understand why Stevie Ray didn't go for the pinfall earlier. It's all beginning to make sense.
Hogan's got a plan. They're going to put Diamond Dallas Page. Oh, my goodness.
No.
That's Kevin Nash. It sure is. I'm sorry, it is Nash.
Hard to see sometimes from where we're at.
Head of steam running all the way across the ring with a gigantic leg drop.
You demand, Hogan. Yeah.
So, Hollywood Hogan, Stevie Ray with bodies everywhere. The slapjack in his hand was the deciding factor in this one.
Tony, who's left to come out?
The Warrior is, and he'll be coming out now in a 1:20 or so. And the fans are on Hollywood Hogan.
Deservedly so.
Another leg drop on Big Sexy. Hogan can win it right now. Hogan, seemingly, is going to make a pin. Here's a cover.
Wait a minute.
He went to a cover, and the rings fill up with smoke. The rings fill up, both rings. And there he is.
The Warrior.
And Hogan got him from behind. The Warrior got to his feet, but that's all. That's just about.
It's another blast of the smoke.
coat of the Warrior.
But there's no Warrior.
But that's all he's got.
He's done it again.
Here he comes.
Wait a minute.
How'd he do that?
I don't care. I'm just glad he did it.
The Warriors arrived. And with every man still down, Warrior, Hogan, going at it.
Right into the steel post.
Stevie Ray and Hogan.
This may be too much even for the Warrior.
Hogan on his hands and knees. I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe he's trying to crawl.
Is that the disciple?
Yes, he's out there getting Hogan out of the ring.
He's pulling Hogan out. And Hogan, what is going on here?
It's Warrior in the cage.
Hogan left the cage. He left the cage for Stevie Ray to do his fighting for him.
And they're padlocking him in.
Knock that referee out, man.
And knock the referee out.
Oh, you heard that?
Did he say knock him out or lock him out?
I don't know what he said.
Look at the Warrior. I've never seen him look in better shape. If he wants to, he'll rip his cage down. He'll tear the roof off it. He'll tear the sides off it. He wants to get his hands on Hogan.
And Hogan ran from him is what he did. He ran for the Warrior.
That showed me fear. I could smell fear. I could smell Hogan.
He wanted nothing to do with the Warrior.
Look at the shape this man's in.
And the Warrior cannot get to him. Hogan
will do anything to avoid a confrontation with the Warrior. I guess even giving up a shot at the world's title.
That is the biggest coward I've ever seen in my life.
Is that unbelievable? On the program leading up to this, he said he was going to get his title back. But ladies and gentlemen, the Warrior's appearance has even stopped Hogan from winning the title shot.
Hogan's got so much fear in this man. This Warrior, he'll climb out of the cage.
That's what he's
He'll
gonna
rip it
do.
apart. Look at him, he's getting out. Nothing can stop him. Nothing will stop this man.
He peeled the cage back.
Hogan better run for his life.
And the Warrior and Hogan going at it.
I've never seen anybody tear their way out of a cage and get down on the floor and continue to fight. He's not human.
The security end up pull him apart. The hatred he had for Hogan maybe has cost him his shot as well. Hogan's fear has cost him his shot.
That man ripped the cage apart with his bare hands, pulled chain link fence off a post, and made it out of that cage. How does he do it?
Warrior's got to get back to the cage if he wants to win this thing.
Slapjack, he nailed somebody with it.
Page for the diamond cutter on Stevie Ray.
It's yours if you want it.
1, 2, Diamond Dallas, Diamond Dallas, Diamond Dallas wins.
The winner of the WarGames, DDP Diamond Dallas Page.
He gets the title shot against Goldberg at Halloween Havoc.
Well, he worked his tail off. He was the first one in that ring, and he worked his tail off.
Wow. Amazingly enough, it all went down with Hogan's fear of the Warrior getting the better of him. The Warrior's hatred of Hollywood Hogan pulling him out of the cage as well. And it left Diamond Dallas Page to pick up the pieces and put Stevie Ray down for the Diamond Cutter in the win. Holy smokes,
Boy.
what an event.
Shows you what the meaning of fear really means. Hogan, what fear he has for the Warrior.
Emerging from the cage into the fans, the winner of WarGames, Diamond Dallas Page.